Hi, guys. I want to explain to you what this paragraph of the week should look like. Each night you have, or each day you have something different to work on, a different part of the writing process. So, we're going to be practicing brainstorming, writing a rough draft, editing and revising, and then writing a final copy. It's basically a shortened version of what we do in the classroom when we write like a big writing piece. But for this, we're just writing a paragraph just to continue to practice our writing. So on Monday, you would start with brainstorming, and I'm going to show you what that would look like. So here, your topic this week is to think about what type of pet I should have as a class pet. So the prompt says your teacher is considering getting a class pet, but which one should he or she choose? Think about what type of pet would be perfect for your classroom. Write a paragraph to your teacher convincing them to pick your pet. So when you're brainstorming, you're not really writing a full paragraph. You're not really even writing full sentences. You can, it's up to you, but it's really just shorten like words and phrases to help get your thoughts out before you write the whole thing. So you shouldn't be writing your whole paragraph here. So I'm going to go over here to where there's bullet points. And I would start to bullet point. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so you can see it. And let's just say I thought a good pet would be a rabbit. So I'm going to say a rabbit. I think because they're small and they are fluffy, um, they're quiet, um, and let's see what else. It could teach responsibility to students. Oh, wrong. Um, what else? I think um, it wouldn't be too expensive because they wouldn't need a lot of toys. So I'm just sort of brainstorming here. Um, I could even add a little bit more to this. So fluffy to pet, quiet while learning. Like you can even do like a phrase, but basically brainstorming is you're just getting your ideas out. You're not writing a full paragraph. When you get, and that's Monday. So you can see here, I have for Monday, that's what you're doing. When you get to Tuesday is when you would write your rough draft. And we know that you always have to start with a topic sentence when you're writing a paragraph. So I would write here. And then down here, I did give you some, I know it's a little hard to see, but some sentence starters for your opinion. So it's just some things you can use, but I always like to start with in my opinion. So that's what I'm going to start with here. And I'm going to start to write my topic sentence. And I know that in my topic sentence, I have to state my opinion. So in my opinion, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see. In my opinion, a rabbit would make an excellent class pet. And you will notice I'm going to have some mistakes in here. I'm leaving them in here so I can show you editing and revising. So if you see a mistake, it's okay. I'm going to go back and fix it, but I want to show you that part of writing. So I have my topic sentence. I'm going to now state my reason. So I'm going to start with some transition words. So one reason a rabbit would be a good class pet is because, you know what, I can't remember. Let me go back to where I brainstormed here. And I can see, oh, right, I said, okay, because they're small. Because they are small. Since they are small, we don't need a large cage and they won't take up too much space. Let's see, let's go to my second reason. They're fluffy. Okay, so I'm going to put another transition word here. Another reason is rabbits are fluffy. If students are having a hard day, petting a fluffy rabbit will definitely make it better. Let's see, I also said they're quiet. So Rabbits are quiet. When we are learning, the rabbit will not make too much noise and we will be able to still concentrate. Having a rabbit, I'm going to say here, also having a rabbit will teach students responsibility. If students have to take care of the rabbit, feed the rabbit, and clean the cage, well, I don't know if students will be doing that. So take care of the rabbit and feed the rabbit. They will learn to be responsible. Rabbits don't need a lot of toys, so you will not have to spend money on them. Okay, so I'm going to say that this is my rough copy. And so that would be Tuesday. That's my rough draft. Then I'm going to go to Wednesday, which is when I have to edit and revise. And to do this, all you have to do is copy this whole thing and then paste it in here. Okay. And then I have my, let me make this a little bit bigger actually. No. I have my checklist here to help me. So I'm going to go through this checklist and I'm going to check off as I read through and make my changes. Make this a regular size again. So let me see. Do I have my opinion clearly stated? In my opinion, a rabbit would make an excellent class pet. Yes, I do. So I am going to put a check mark over there. I included strong supporting details. Yeah, I mean, I listed all of my details here, but let me read through it. In my opinion, a rabbit would make an excellent. Oh, you know what? I'm already reading through and I can see that I spelled excellent wrong. That's something I'm going to want to change here. When I'm editing and revising, that's what I'm looking for. So, excellent. I'm going to change my spelling there to make sure it's correct, and I'm going to keep reading through. One reason a rabbit would be a good class pet is because they are small. Since they are small, we don't need a large cage and they won't take up too much space. Another reason is rabbits are fluffy. Another reason I'm going to add here, a rabbit is a good pet is because rabbits are fluffy. You see how I just added that there? Because when I read it back, it just didn't seem like it made too much sense to me. So I just went back in and I rearranged it or reworded it to make a little bit more sense. If students are having a hard day, petting a fluffy rabbit will definitely make it better. Rabbits are quiet. Oh, you know what? I think I need a transition word there. So in addition, rabbits are quiet. When we are learning, the rabbit will not make too much noise and we will be able to still concentrate. Also having, oh, you know what I need there? That looks like one long sentence and I don't think that that should be. I noticed that I paused when I was reading this after concentrate. So I'm going to add my period there and then I'm going to make that a capital letter because it's starting a brand new sentence. Also, having a rabbit will teach students responsibility. If students have to take care of the rabbit and feed the rabbit, they will learn to be responsible. Again, I'm noticing responsible isn't spelled right, so I'm going to come back in here and change that spelling. Rabbits don't need, oh, you know what? I'm going to add also here just to have a transition word. Also, rabbits don't need a lot of toys, so you will not have to spend, again, I'm noticing spend is spelled incorrectly, spend money on them. Okay, you know what I'm noticing though as I'm rereading this? I'm noticing that I totally forgot. And if I go back to my checklist, I totally forgot a conclusion sentence at the end. So I'm going to add that in now. As you can see, a rabbit would make a fantastic class pet. Okay, so yeah, I think I have some strong details here. Um, all my details are related to the topic. If I started to talk about another pet in here, that wouldn't really be connected. That would be maybe something I would want to take out. But I think all my details here are related to my opinion of why a rabbit would make a good class pet. I have a concluding sentence. Well, I didn't, and I noticed that I needed one, so I added that in. So now I can check that off. I use strong vocabulary. I think I have some pretty good vocabulary words in here. Excellent and fantastic. Um, if I went back in and I saw anywhere else that I can add a strong word, or maybe even sensory detail, that would be, something that you can add in there as well. And I kept my reader's attention. Yeah. And then I did. I checked for capitalization. I had to fix a few spelling, punctuation. I added a period. So I think I'm okay here. So that's my editing and revising here. I went back in, I changed what needed to be changed, I made spelling corrections, I added periods, I added detail, I added transition words, anything you do as you're writing just to add to it and to really make sure that you are making your paragraph the best that it can be. And I want you to notice too that I didn't just write a sentence about my reason and then go on to the next one. I sort of explained it a little bit. So, like, I talked about how they're small. I didn't just go right from them being small to my next reason of them being fluffy. I explained why being small is a good thing. It won't take up too much space. I explained why rabbits being fluffy is a good thing. It could help students if they're having a hard day, they can pet it. That's a whole other sentence. So I'm explaining my reasoning too. I'm not just stating my reasons and then going from reason one, two, three, and then ending my paragraph. That's how you get a paragraph that's really full of detail. I think a lot of us are still working on that. And I know in the classroom, that's something that we really talk about a lot. So I want you to try to do that while you're writing these paragraphs. So that's your rough copy. And then your final copy, you're going to write, so I would write my name here. And then again, you're going to put your rough copy here. And then and you can even just copy it and paste it. And I want you rereading it to make sure that it is complete and that you're, fine with it, that you approve of it. And then if you want to maybe add a few pictures here, you can do that. That's up to you. And I will be having you share your opinion on Flipgrid. I will have you share your writing. So that's what I'm talking about when I say the paragraph of the week. Each day you have something different to do. The really bulk of this is the rough draft and the editing and the revising because I really want you to make sure you're writing with detail and adding into that paragraph everything you need. And then we can't skip to editing and revising. In the classroom, a lot of us kind of tended to do this, and I would sit and we would edit and revise it together. So if that's something that you want to do during this, if you feel like you want me to have a Zoom session with you so that you can read through your paragraph with me and we can make changes together, I am more than happy to do that, but we cannot skip this step. And then your final copy. So that's what you're doing here. That's Monday through Thursday. There might be weeks when I add on and we're doing a little bit more writing, or where I give like a second part to it to add to it on Friday. But really, that's Monday through Thursday that we have, and we're going through all the parts of the writing here just to continue to practice that. So I wanted to just explain that to you a little bit more in detail. So hopefully this helped you as you continue to work on this, and I can't wait to hear what you guys had to write.